my vivacious Virgos. This is Brandy with Face of Three Tarot, and I'm doing your energy check-in for August. We're going to find out what the cards have to say. I will try to kind of round it out and go over different aspects of what this may be talking about. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Our channel is growing, and I am so excited about that. It is amazing. Thank you guys so much. Please, again, to like, share, subscribe, comment. If this does not resonate, please leave it on the table. Do not try to make a situation yours that is not yours to hold, right? If it doesn't resonate, you may want to check some of your other placements, such as your moon, your rising, your Venus. I can speak, I promise. Most days anyway. Anyway, check some of your other placements. Cross watchers are always welcome, and energies may be reversed. You will hear me say he, she, they, them, king, queen. It is a masculine or feminine energy I'm picking up on, not necessarily the gender involved in a situation. All right, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Here we go. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay. Well, Virgo, that can mean in any aspect of life, right? We all have our own spirituality. I am a very big believer in allowing someone's spiritual journey to be their own, not forcing my beliefs on anyone. And I tend to get along with a variety of different preferences as far as their religions or their spirituality. But that is a choice, and not all people are as accepting of that, and I completely understand. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Oh, somebody's getting those sparkles going, the butterflies in the tummy. Of course, this can also be a passion project, okay? Something that pulls at those heartstrings, and it's like, you know what? I love doing that. That is a hobby I have always enjoyed. That is something I enjoy doing in life. That is something I do with my family. I want to bring this into my life all the time because it brings such happiness with it. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay, that's a manifestation card. That is, okay, make sure your affirmations and your manifestations are clear. Whatever you're praying about, whatever you're meditating about, make sure that you are making very concise thoughts in there. And you want to keep it positive. The universe tends to pick up on whatever those little negative tidbits that are tossed in there. And that's what they grab a hold of first. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. This is what Virgo asked for. Let's give it to them. And it's like, wait a minute. That is not at all what I was. No. Be self-confident. Be self-assured. Go after what you're wanting in life. Okay? Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay? If you don't have children, if you do have children, of course, people consider a lot of their pets as their children. Also, again, back to that project. Right? How many times have we heard people say, oh, this is my baby. This business is my baby. This, if you have a classic car, this is my baby. Because so much time, so much effort, so much protectiveness is involved in that situation. You're going to guard them. You are going to do whatever it takes to protect them. It is your kid because you have so much of you invested. All right. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Most definitely. And it isn't easy. As we've gone through heartbreaks and heartaches in this life, we tend to be guarded. And you are allowed to protect your energy. You are allowed to protect your emotion. Not everybody deserves that part of you. Okay? But also make sure you're allowing in the right ones. Okay? What does Virgo need to hear for mid to end of August? Thank you. Page of Wands. Yeah. Passion project. That is the inspiration card. It's a messenger card, of course. It's, but that does speak of the fashion. Ooh, maybe you're going into a fashion project. Maybe you've always wanted to design something. Learn how to sew. I don't know. A passion project. It's a hobby that just grabs a hold of you and you just love doing it. You love teaching others about it. You can just talk about it for hours and people are going, really? I don't see it, but it's your thing. And that's a beautiful thing, right? The moon, an emotion card, of course. It's she's keeping an eye on everything. And for me, even though I know these are birds, it often looks like those are tears coming from her eyes. It's like I'm watching all this, and it's just so sad, right? It's kind of almost a nostalgia feeling for me with this deck and the moon. But she does have her secrets. She does have her unknowns, and people having to face the dark. But remember, the moon often lights up that path, right? There's that path that leads to this. 10 of Cups, beautiful energy, joy, happiness, surprises sometimes. Usually it's good surprises. It is also the happily ever after, the white picket fence, if that's what you're going after. Whatever brings you that joy, that happiness. Do I want... Okay, because I have this whole stack. Okay, and I'm hearing just glance through them at one point, so I'm going to stick them over there. I need the just overall general, please, Virgo. What does Virgo need to hear today? What does Virgo need to hear? Thank you. Oh, the Two of Wands. This is the Y in the road card for me. I know a lot of readers will bring it as one of those staffs is the past, one is the present. This is the direction you're going. For me, it's not. For me, this is the destiny. Where do you see your life in 2 weeks, 3 months, a year, 6 years? Where do you want your life to go? Death and rebirth. Things are changing. You're realizing a situation no longer serves you, a certain path. And I have a feeling it has to do with your happiness. You are not, if you are unhappy in your job, this may be bringing in something that you can make financially work that you love doing. Okay? If you've been struggling with bringing your family together or bringing friends together, conflict and stuff going on, this may bring in a passion project. It's a spark of an idea. And it's also with that wand energy, it gives you that energy to that bounce, that initial step, right? It's like, okay, now I have the oomph to do this. That first step is the hardest, right? Getting started. This is death and rebirth, letting go of old and allowing in the new, right? Acceptance and moving forward. All right. This person is leaning, again, with the Y in the card on this Two of Wands. They're leaning in that one direction. Oh, sorry. I just had a flyer. Okay. Oh, the Empress. Yes, we're going to definitely want to look at that. They're leaning towards that one direction, that one path. But something may happen to change their mind. You know, it's like, is this where I really want my life to go? So when those unexpected things occur, we tend to be like, oh, okay, well, I'm changing directions. This is where I want to be now. This is where I have changed my mind. You are allowed to change your mind, by the way. Okay? And going this other way. Because I love doing this. It brings me happiness. It brings me joy. Why deny yourself happiness and joy? Okay. I've got this Empress. That's taking on that prosperity, fertility energy. If you are trying or about to establish the home, the family, if you're trying to have children, this is looking very positive for that, okay? It's very prosperous, growing energy with this Empress, especially with this Ten of Cups. So if you're not trying to get pregnant right now, you may want to take some precautions. Just saying. This Eight of Cups talks about that death, what I was discussing about leaving stuff behind that no longer serves you. Not necessarily a person you're leaving behind. Maybe it's an idea. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a location where you're living. Something's changing. And you're going to go with it. And you're going to own it. And this Empress, she's like, I know my worth. I know my value. I'm going to handle my shit. You come at this Empress right, or you do not come at her. She's self-confident, self-assured. She knows what she's bringing to that table. So you approach her right, or you don't approach her. Again, masculine, feminine energy, not necessarily gender involved. As you're owning up and raising up to this level and owning it, people are going to see things differently with you. They're going to feel the difference. Because you're like, it's not it's not for my greater good. I've got to leave it behind. All right, we've got the Hangman. Stuck energy, contemplation, seeing things from a different perspective. Okay. You do not want to get stagnant, right? You are allowed, you are definitely, I encourage people to look at things from multiple perspectives. You are allowed to do this. It's a good idea. It's always good to see different perspectives. It helps us grow as humans, to know what others are going through, right? I apologize for the shadows. I am not sure what I did, but I've changed something, and I didn't change my lighting, so whatever it is, I'm casting these huge shadows. I'll have to sort it out later. Anyway, the Tower is chaos, unexpected. It breaks you down to that foundation. It is like, I did not expect this. I wasn't wanting this. It's disaster, destruction, trauma, sudden change. And that sudden change is going to bring about this death of whatever that circumstance is. It's like, I've had enough. The Tower is when you find out who has your back and who doesn't. Right? It breaks things down to that foundation, and you find out who had firm foundations with you and who didn't. And it's that simple, Virgo. It's also a realignment, kind of getting you back on track when we get too far off our path, at least from my belief system. It's like, okay, we've strayed way over here, and the universe is saying, shoving you back where you go, where you're supposed to be. Ace of Swords, truth, clarity. Yeah, that's probably what that causes that Tower. It's often considered a double-edged sword because, you know what? Sometimes the truth is not exactly what we thought we were going to hear, and we want to hear it, we want to know the truth, but it's like, oh hell, that is not what I thought it was. So it redirects us. It's like, I ain't putting up with that bullshit. No. Hell no. All right, Virgo. We've got the Two of Cups. That's coming together. That is a combination of forces. In this card, it definitely talks about sharing your cup with one another. Of course, you are allowed to share your love with anyone you so choose. Family members, friends, pets, acquaintances. Whoever you want to share that joy and that happiness and that beautiful light energy of love with, you go right on ahead. Right? Because there's all sorts of forms of love, and it's all beautiful. But that is a combination. It's a choice card, of course, with it being a 2. So you have 2 choices, 2 major choices coming through. And it's all about, where do you want to be? How do you want things to go? Right? You've got this. It's looking beautiful. It's going to suck. It's going to suck for a little bit. But you're going to realize very quickly, I feel, you're going to realize very quickly that this was for your greater good. That this situation is happening for your greater good. And it's bringing back into this passion that you had discarded or left behind. That happiness, that joy. As you're owning it with this Empress, you're owning your good. You're owning your power. And you're like, you know what? I deserve better. I'm going to make things happen better. All right, Virgo, this is beautiful energy, right? Okay. Be okay with being you. Whatever your religious beliefs are. If someone finds out that, for example, if someone finds out that you're a pagan and not a Christian, and they are willing to allow that to prevent a future relationship with you, that sounds like their issue, not yours. As painful as that is, if someone's not willing to accept you, and your spirituality is a base fundamental of you, then they're not ever going to accept you. Not fully, right? Not that unconditional love. And that's, it's beautiful. But it is coming in quickly, and it's going to happen, I think it's going to happen fairly fast. I think this is going to be, but you're going to come out victorious as you make your decisions, right? Move towards what your greatest good. Do what's best for you. All right, I'm going to call it right there. Thank you for being here. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Continue to help us grow because we're loving it. And we're loving you guys. So be healthy, be happy. Until next time. Ta-ta, Virgo.